Hello and welcome back to ZoneMK for another video. If you already have 3rd generation Oura Ring in your finger, today we'll go through latest news of coming updates but also about what it can do today and some of my own experiences and tips. And if you're new to Oura Ring or you haven't earlier owned one, this might be for you as I go through my findings. Oura Ring is an amazing piece of technology. It really is a health tracker as it monitors your sleep, and it does that in details, such as how much you get REM sleep, deep sleep, light sleep, movements during your sleep, respiratory rate, which is how many times you breathe in and out in a minute during your sleep, body temperature and many other biomarkers such as heart rate variability, but also your activity during the day and calories and so on. With this 3rd generation model, we have more sensors and they are more precise. And also to mention that all this data what Oura is collecting can be integrated to both Apple Health and Google Fit. With new 3rd generation Oura Ring, we got new features that weren't available right at launch. I mean, the hardware in the ring is there, but software to support those was missing, and those features were workout heart rate, blood oxygen sensing, and an enhanced sleep staging algorithm. Oura just announced that long-awaited updates are coming, not immediately though, but we got new estimates. So, workout heart rate is expected to come in June 22. And it will support running, cycling and walking, and Oura is saying that more workouts to be added throughout the year. About blood oxygen sensing, new info is that it's coming in summer 22, so we don't have any exact month when it's arriving. This is interesting feature, understanding variations in your overnight blood oxygen level, a measure of how well your body circulates and absorbs oxygen, will help you get an even more enhanced read on the quality of your nightly rest. And then info about updated sleep staging algorithm. It's set to come in autumn 22, and nothing more exact about that either. But it should be reasonable to expect that all these new features would be available at the end of the year, 1 year after initial launch. So, in the meanwhile, already included new features in 3rd generation Oura Ring are daytime heart rate tracking, and for women there's period prediction. But while waiting new features, I'll quickly summarize my experience so far. Now, I've been using Oura Ring since 2018 from its 2nd generation model and been using 3rd generation model when it arrived late 21. When I was having earlier 2nd generation model, quite soon I started to wear it only by nights, because it didn't really collect anything useful during the day, only steps basically. Now with 3rd generation Ring, I've been wearing it all day, even though not all new features are there yet, but there are reasons that made me keep it in the finger all day. At this point, such feature is a daytime heart rate tracking. Now, daytime heart rate tracking is a new feature which is available. It can divide your heart rate during the day to normal daytime, sleeping and restorative time. And this restorative time has been interesting to see how well it correlates with your actual day. And I have learned to pay attention to if I see days without any restorative time. Basically then you are not giving any rest or relaxing moments during the day. About sleep tracking, I would say based on earlier 2nd generation Ring experiences, there's still a thing or two about the accuracy. With 2nd generation Ring, I noticed often that it was recording awake time as sleep, and if waking up early or during the night for some reason, it might still show that you've been sleeping. But funny thing is that according to some studies, Oura detects different sleep phases well comparing real sleep clinic data. So this is a little confusing in some way. If falling asleep fast and not waking up in the night, data might be pretty accurate, but if struggling with sleep in the evening or have some disturbance during early morning time, but not getting up from the bed, you might get longer sleep time in app than what you have really slept. And these kind of things still exist with this new 3rd generation Ring as well. So the updated sleep algorithm is something that I'm really looking forward when it arrives later in the year. So, battery life is excellent. It's said to last up to 7 days, which is really good. I usually charge it in every morning when I check my night's readings, so haven't really tested how well this promise holds, but seems that it's holding well. For few day trips, you don't necessarily need to bring your charger with you. Oura app is clear and informative. In the homepage you can see daily summary, which is easy to check, for example every morning. And for those who want to dig deeper, you'll have details under Readiness and Sleep tab. Readiness number is showing quite well if you're ready for workout or something, or if you should take it easier. It takes into account your sleep, activity, and body stress signals like body temperature and HRV. And I encourage to pay attention to readiness as it can give you good info, for example, if you are getting overtrained, or as it monitors your body temperature, it can detect illness in advance. Sleep score is also clearly showing, and it compiles it by analyzing your deep sleep, REM sleep, light sleep, nightly heart rate, bedtime schedule, and more. And during the day it's showing your activity score. How are you balancing your activity, inactivity, and rest by analyzing your daily movement, how much you're getting, and more. And as the sleep score and details are so clearly showing, it kind of motivates you also, encourages you to make sleep a priority as it gives you a little reminder when it's good to start winding down and reduce your activity and screen time to have better sleep. And when you can easily see the sleep and readiness scores, it's in a way challenging you to keep it up or to pay attention to level it up if it's down for some reason. There's also guided audio sessions, videos, and more under the Explore tab. Oura's content library includes over 50 audio sessions for meditation, sleep, focus, energy boosts, and more. You can also add your workouts or whatever activity you're having. You can estimate and set the intensity of the exercise, but it can be also something like yard work or yoga and other events that you can add to your day, and it's easy to scroll back later if needed. And to all this, when time goes by, you can see trends, and all those events you marked there is showing there as well, and you might notice some patterns. About design, what I hear from people when they hold it, that it's surprisingly light, it looks heavier. Otherwise, it looks beautiful. Mine showing here is in silver color, but there's also black, stealth, and gold color options available. You wouldn't guess from outside that this beautiful piece of jewelry is an activity and sleep tracker packed with high technology. From looking at inner side of the ring, you'll find sensors and LEDs. Some tips that might be useful. One is in app. It's good to click on text, for example like here, to open info screen for more info and tips. You'll find lots of good info. Another tip, if you are worried or want to minimize any EMF exposure or just want to maximize battery life, you can turn on airplane mode, so it won't emit any Bluetooth signal when you're wearing the ring. Keep in mind though that the Bluetooth signal from your Oura Ring is only active during a small portion of each day. According to Oura, it's well below 1%. And to disable airplane mode, just place your ring on its charger and wait a few seconds for the ring and app to connect. Just in case you experience connection issues, simply close and reopen the Oura app. And maybe not as a tip, but as a general guideline, if you see big variations up or down, for example in sleep scores or readiness, heartbeats are up or something, try to remember what you did last evening. For example, for many it has come as quite a big surprise if you've been taking alcohol in the evening. It doesn't need to be much when it is really showing there, and especially if that alcohol consumption has been more than just one glass, your numbers are way off your baseline. And also really heavy meal late in the evening is showing as well, as your digestive system is working overtime basically. Your heart rate is up quite a long time. As conclusion and to answer the question, is Oura Ring worth it? I would say definitely, as there are so many choices when it comes to sleep trackers, fitness trackers, smartwatches, so it can be hard to know what to pick. And it is special when you can have something this small in your finger instead of your wrist and having basically the smallest possible package, and it probably doesn't give any discomfort to most, as smartwatch might do. Oura Ring is already something that I wear and I find it useful, but still waiting for Oura Ring to get its long-awaited updates and therefore getting even better and for Oura to deliver its promises. But it was good to hear at least some new info about updates. So starting from June and heading to autumn time, we'll have a great tool in our finger to optimize our health. And better yet, it's looking great in our fingers and it's easy and convenient to wear. But that's it for this episode. I'll be back with more info when we start getting those updates and how they're performing, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you made it this far, I hope today's video was useful. Please drop a like and let me know in the comments if you have questions, experiences, or if you're planning to have one. I'll try to answer all. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.